Hi everyone, welcome back. In this session, we are going to discuss about the database and database analytics in Azure. First one we are talking about is Azure SQL. So as you know, Azure SQL is like a platform as a service where the SQL hosted on the VM, it will be available as a platform as a service. So the SQL, as we use the traditional SQL Server Management Studio, this is a relational database based on the latest stable version of the Microsoft SQL engine. So this you can use it in your day-to-day applications, including the production, staging, or any test or dev environments, and also you can build your programming logic without needing to spend a lot of effort in maintaining the activities such as patching or upgrading or taking the backup or monitoring. Since it's a platform as a service, it will be available and taken care by Azure itself. With the availability, the service level agreement for Azure SQL is 99.99, which is a high available infrastructure. There is another variation of SQL which is called Azure SQL Managed Instance. So Azure SQL Managed Instance is like as opposed to the platform as a service, this is a software as a service. That means the SQL instead of the instance, the SQL itself is available as a software. So you can just use like any other functionality like a web app or an app service or API services. You can just use the Azure SQL Managed Instance, which is more like a infrastructure. Is everything is taken care by the Azure, only you are paying for the software. So the advantage of this is like it is elastic, and depending on your scenario, this can be more useful where you don't need to spend a lot of amount on the infrastructure and setting up the VM and then installing the SQL servers and a couple of other activities like that. So based on your scenario, you can choose either of SQL Managed Instance or the Azure instance of the database. So moving ahead, we have another widely used database which is called Cosmos database. So Cosmos database basically is a globally distributed, it's a multi-model database service. Especially if you come from a gaming industries or high performance applications where a lot of responsiveness is needed, and the only suggestion or solution you can recommend is Cosmos DB. So Cosmos DB is also having the like a regional and global level scaling. That means if there is any requirement to upgrade or a lot of instances or performance is needed across the different regions, then Cosmos DB is the one we should go for. And it's also a NoSQL. That means it's not kind of a traditional relational which is having the schema. It is having NoSQL non-relational database. So basically Cosmos DB, if you see here, it's fully managed, highly responsive, and it's automatic scaling. That means you can scale in, scale out as based on the load, and also the speed, low latency, and high throughput. And also it has a lot of enterprise security features which comes out of the box. Moving ahead, PostGRESQL, this is one of the open source relational database that is available in Azure. If you are looking for something open source related database, then you can go for the PostGRESQL. So in this there is a built-in high availability, and there is a data production backups and point in time restore up to 35 days. Automatic maintenance of the underlying hardware like patching and server maintenance and any other related activities are automatically taken care. And in this there is already predictable performance is given when you purchase. Elastic scaling, which means at the point of deployment, if you are not sure, later point in time you can expand based on your loading and capacity. Also security and complaints, you can have a lot of features that comes as part of this POSTGRESQL. And also there's a lot of monitoring and management mechanisms which are there, which you can use through automations and deployments that is easy to scale in as needed. Moving ahead, for Azure Synapse analysis, basically Azure Synapse is an enterprise level analytics service. So if you are looking for any of the large data volumes, right, like big data or any of the other external systems like Spark or Apache Spark or Data Explorer, or even including the SQL, then if you are looking for something, look into the analytics part of it, then this would be the solution. Basically, Azure Synapse brings together the best of SQL technologies used in the enterprise data warehousing. So it has also integrations that can be done with Apache Spark, Data Explorer, and SQL, and also you can build reports out of Power BI or AML and Azure Preview. So rest of the things, HDINSIGHT. So Azure HDINSIGHT is a fully managed cloud service that makes it easy, fast, and cost-effective to process massive amounts of data. Whenever you want to process, get a right amount of data, then you can go for HDINSIGHT. Basically, this uses the most open source frameworks such as Hadoop, Spark, Hive, and LLVP, HBase, and Microsoft ML, and more of other related technologies. And also it can be used in scenarios such as ETLs, like extract and transform and load kind of scenarios, like how we have Azure SSAs integrations, or data warehousing and machine learning, and even in the IoT and a couple of other applications. Databricks. Azure Databricks is another data analytics platform optimized for the Microsoft Azure Cloud Services platform only. That means if you are looking for any of the analytics platform, then you should go for Databricks. Azure Database also offers 3 different environments for developing data intensive applications in Databricks SQL and Data Fabric. Next one is Azure Data Lake Analytics. Is an on-demand analytics job service that simplifies the big data. In the current trend, there is a lot of amount of data gets generated from various applications, but consuming and processing and analyzing the data is a big task. So in those scenarios, then you can go for the Azure Data Lake analytics kind of scenarios. The analytics service can handle the jobs of any scale instantly by setting the setting the dial for how much of the power you need. You can pay for the jobs when it is running, and makes it cost effective as data science and engineering and other database and machine learning components. So that's all in this video. Thank you and have a good day.